think I'll take Ida's advice and check out the Casbah.
Hey there! Are you the new production assistant?
Me? Oh, yeah.
I could really use some help here behind the bar. What do you say to taking care of a few of these smoothie orders?
Well, sure. Why not? This should be the perfect opportunity to hear some local gossip.
I've been stuck in this Anubis head ever since Tatiana quit. It's no fun getting all your nutrition through a straw, let me tell ya.
You know who I can't stand? The snake wrangler guy.
The snakes sure seem to like him.
Which is exactly why I don't.
They say the first Pharaoh director was so obsessed with ancient Egypt that he'd sleep on the set instead of going home.
Maybe he slept on the set because his wife kicked him out of the house.
No, he was happily married. That's what drove Lois Manson bonkers.
You hear about the Black Cat?
What about it?
The first AD saw it run out from behind the scaffolding just before it collapsed.
Did you know that Lois Manson's body was buried along with the original Pharaoh set?
Baloney. She's buried in Westwood. I've seen her grave.
They buried an empty casket.
Whoa.
I heard when that snake bit Lois Manson, she didn't so much as gasp. It killed her so quick.
Yeah.
Our fearless director over there sure looks happy.
It's the rattlesnake he's drinking. Can't get enough of them.
What's in those things anyway?
Blueberries, orange slices, and peanut butter. Always served with a snake rattle swizzle stick. You ever want to have a nice long chat with George Jackson? Just put a rattlesnake down in front of him and it'll open right up.
That's a good tip. I need to meet George Jackson. One rattlesnake smoothie for George. Coming right up.
Ah, there we go. My favourite thirst quencher. You must be the new production assistant, Nancy Drew. I'm George Jackson, director of films, lover of rattlesnakes.
I hear Arthur Hitchens is... I hear Arthur Hitchens is really making you angry these days.
That's not true. I swear, if the members of this crew were half as good at working as they are at spreading rumours, we would have wrapped this picture 2 weeks ago. I don't know who told you that, but Arthur Hitchens and I get along just fine.
Will your version of Pharaoh be similar to the original Pharaoh movie?
My film will be nothing like the cheesy, overwrought monstrosity classic studio spewed out 75 years ago. My Pharaoh will be spectacular in every sense of the word. I do intend to shoot the climactic death scene in exactly the same way, shot for shot, as the original director. You know, as a kind of intellectual exercise, but even then, I guarantee you there will be no mistaking my work for his.
I hear Ida can be hard to work with.
Directing Ida has been a challenge, but fortunately I love challenges. Thus I love Ida, every self-centered, scatterbrained, ophidiophobic square inch of her.
Ophidiophobic?
She's afraid of snakes, something she conveniently failed to mention until after she'd signed a contract. See, the climax of the film happens when her character, Nefertiti, tries to murder someone using a poisonous snake, which means to shoot that scene, Ida has to be ready, willing and able to hold a live snake. Non-poisonous, of course.
What if she won't do it?
Oh, she'll do it. Like it or not, Ida is going to do that final scene just like it was done in the original.
Why do you think this production of Pharaoh is... Why is this production having so many accidents?
Molly McKenna, the mad course cutter. It's her fault. Anytime you have a producer whose first concern is money and last concern is safety, what do you get? Accidents.
So you don't believe? You don't believe in any curse?
All I know is... sometimes it seems like that lady is deliberately trying to sabotage her own shoot.
I'll let you get back to your rattlesnake.
For that, I thank you.
I'd sure like to get Arthur's take on all this. Maybe I'll head over to his office. Looks like Arthur isn't here, which means it's a good time to snoop for that decoder. Now I can see which buttons have fingerprints on them. I just need to figure out which buttons get pressed first. All right, got it open. This must be the decoder that was missing from that crate on the set. I bet each hieroglyph in the note represents one letter of the alphabet. I just need to match letters with hieroglyphs. Hey, there's a voicemail. Maybe I should check up on who's been calling Arthur.
Hi, Arthur, it's me. I was just wondering if you needed to talk. You know my number.
I take it you're Arthur Hitchens?
That I am, Nancy. No need to apologize for breaking into my office. It's exactly what I was hoping you'd do. It proves that you are indeed up to the task at hand, which, unbeknownst to Ms. McKenna, is the real reason I suggested she hire you. Here, I'd like you to have this. I found it in the janitor's closet. It's an old lock-picking kit. Take it.
Great, I bet this'll come in handy. I hear you intend to build... another theme park right here.
That's correct. The fact that a promising starlet died while shooting a movie here, the fact that the set was buried immediately after the film wrapped, the fact that a new version of the very same movie is being filmed in the very same place. Combine these elements with state-of-the-art attractions, and I believe the public will flock to Pharaohland by the thousands.
When you said the real reason I was hired, it wasn't to investigate all the accidents, was it?
Few people know this, but the version of Pharaoh that was shown in theaters back in 1937 was not the version the director shot. Much of his footage, the scene in which poor Lois Manson met her demise in particular, was somehow lost. Were it to be found, it would be incredibly valuable publicity for my version of the movie.
And you'd like me to try to find it?
Correct. I have reason to believe that the director hid the missing footage somewhere on the set of the original movie just before the studio bulldozed over it. If that footage really is down there, Nancy, I want it.
That director, was his name by any chance? Was his name Z.B. Collingwood?
Yes, that is correct. I think whoever's been causing these accidents is trying to shut down my production so they can look for Collingwood's lost footage. Nancy, I think you have what it takes to find this lost footage. I suggest you head over to the Hotel Maltese. I'm keeping the cast and crew there with strict orders not to talk to the media. I suggest you start your investigation in Ms. McKenna's room.
Your producer, Molly? She's a suspect?
Make no mistake, Ms. Drew. Everyone is a suspect.
It looks like there are hieroglyphs all along the edges of this old movie poster. Let's see if I can decipher them. What in the world does Neja Haje mean? Wait, I need to figure out Molly's room number before I go up. Aha! Molly's staying in room 614. But there's no key for room 614 here. It's a good thing I have that lock-picking kit.